Hi everyone, this is Boris. Welcome to Sketchman Boris. So today I'm going to draw Batman, uh, as drawn by Darwyn Cooke, the great late Darwyn Cooke. So if you don't know, check out his art. I just love his simple, stylish um, art style. So as usual, I'll just start with the head. So I'm using, of course, just a pencil and eraser and the paper, and in portrait format. So the head, let's say, so I'm just going to block where all the different body parts will be. So the head maybe will be somewhere here. So I see that his torso, it goes like this, and we see his chest come down like this. If I'm not mistaken, I need to look at it again, but I think because Bruce Timm and Darwyn Cooke have sort of that same kind of style, that I would say very Archie inspired. Everybody who loves, everybody loves Batman the Animated Series, and of course Batman Beyond. And I think Darwyn Cooke was involved in the design, the look of Batman Beyond. But correct me if I'm wrong on this. So again, I went in to draw the shape. I did the body. I can see that his head is a little bit toward more on the right, but I'm going to try this first to see how it looks. And again, this is just beautiful. The pose, just really dynamic. Again, the artists, they inspire each other, they influence each other. So for example, as I look at the fingers, it's very Jack Kirby inspired. People might ask, what makes a good drawing is. Well, when it comes to art, it's really all about feeling, how the artist feels, because if the artist feels really good while drawing it, usually the people who will enjoy the art will also feel good. So I'm saying this because as I'm drawing this, I could almost feel the just copying someone's art, it just feels, I feel that pleasure that he would have felt when he drew this illustration. I guess it's kind of when you're listening to a song and you sing along and you kind of get that really good feeling. You can imagine how the musician or the singer might have felt when they sang that particular verse or note. So let me go a little bit down. Oh, I almost knocked down the smartphone. So I'm just continuing. So his legs come down like this, and they are going further away from us. So I think that's why the legs look smaller, and this leg more so. So again, I'm pretty happy with the body, but so this is why I always recommend my students to first do the sort of basic shapes, because this is a stage where you are allowed to make mistakes and you can still correct it pretty easily. So, for example, I see that it almost looks like it doesn't feel like he's jumping. It feels like he's bowing. So I'm just going to change the leg here. I'm going to erase it. Again, I think that's way better. So as you can see, like the dynamic pose is just created by sort of twisting the torso and the hip. So now I'm really happy with the shapes that have come out. So now I could go in and put in the details. I'm sorry, sorry about the voice. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather, as they say. This is also, I realized that the horns are a little bit big, and it's kind of like the old style Bob Kane era style cow. Very simple. I mean, I keep saying simple, but simple shapes, and with simple but pleasing to the eye shapes are very difficult to accomplish. I don't have any particular order in which I go about putting the details. I just usually I just go from the head. As you might have seen, even when I started laying down the basic shapes, and I recommend doing this if try to draw your favorite artists. Like, you could learn a lot of things, like the way they draw a nose, or the way they draw the muscles on the arm. And if you really have an artist soul, like, you'll figure out a way to do it in your own way. Like, the more you do it, the more you'll make it your own, and then that's how you develop your style. I think it also applies for movies. For example, if you say to yourself, yeah, I'm going to make a movie like Quentin Tarantino, and then you make it, and then you make some more, and then you just keep making it, And then someday, yes, they'll have traces of Quentin Tarantino if you're really a fan, but they'll also be your own. It's the same for drawing. I usually do this in speed drawing, but I just decided to do it like this so that I can also talk and explain the process. Hopefully you learn something. Again, I'm always open for suggestions, so if you want me to draw any specific things, I can do that. I just find it's a really beautiful mixture of like style and at the same time like the retro look. Sometimes I just do the outline for the shadows, but usually I don't do that. But in this case, yeah. So now, oh, I forgot the, how do you call this? The grappling hook. Yeah. Let me pull it back a little bit so that you can see the full drawing. Yeah, so I'm going to ink this, and yeah. So until next time, please like, subscribe, and I'll try to post more videos. I'll try to do tutorials about how to draw objects, animals, cars, objects. I mean, yeah. So until next time, this is Boris, Sketchman Boris. See you next time.